Man, I wish I had started doing this years ago. I am talking about air fryer baked potatoes. They are so good. Welcome back to the Spicy Apron. My name is Heather and I focus on food, fitness, and fun in your 50s and beyond. And today we are in beautiful Idaho, and I figured what better place to showcase the air fryer baked potato than in Idaho. And yes, I am using authentic, genuine Idaho potatoes, but in Idaho. Now, I was going to do one of my Instant Pot recipes today, but really the whole Idaho thing. But if you are interested in more air fryer recipes or Instant Pot recipes, I invite you to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and you will be alerted every time a new one comes out. We are currently touring the country in our beautiful Airstream. Love it, and we've seen such amazing, beautiful places. But that is why I am actually using my air fryer mini. So today I am doing half of the recipe, but your air fryer most likely is a full size, and you can do the full recipe. The link to the full recipe is below. So I am doing 2 air fryer baked potatoes. Your air fryer can probably handle 4. All right, a couple of things before we start. What potatoes should you pick? Russet potatoes, Idaho russet potatoes, and I like to get them equal size. Now, these are about the size of the palms of my hand. They weigh probably about 8 to 10 ounces. They will take about 45 minutes to cook. If you get bigger ones, they'll take an hour. If you get smaller ones, they'll probably take about 30 to 40 minutes. Now, I learned the secret to getting restaurant quality baked potatoes many, many years ago. I live in Arizona. I'm an Arizona native. And back then there was a place called Rawhide, and it was a steakhouse, and we are friends of the family. Back then they taught me the secret to their steakhouse quality potatoes, and it has to do with what you do to the outside of the potato. So first things first, we are going to coat them in, I use avocado oil because of the high smoke point. You certainly can use olive oil. Back then, they taught me to use butter. So any kind of fat that you want to use, I use avocado oil all over the potatoes. Now, what I probably don't need to say, but I'll say anyway, is before you put the oil on, be sure to scrub them really well and dry them. That is the secret to crisp skin. And then also poke them with a fork to allow any steam to release as it's collecting. Now, I used to not believe that you needed to poke it with a fork. Yes, I've had like 3 or 4 potatoes explode in the oven, not my air fryer, because now I poke it with a fork. So don't skip that step. It's not worth it. Trust me. Okay, now once you have them nice and scrubbed and holes poked and oiled, just add salt and pepper. And here's the secret, a lot of salt and pepper. Now, I love to use the salt and pepper out of a grinder because it's nice and coarse, and it really adds to that flavor and that texture of that beautiful crispy skin. Now, all you have to do is put them in your air fryer, again, 400 degrees. If your potatoes are about the size of your hand, it should be between 45 and 60 minutes. What I do is I set the timer for 60 minutes and then I check them after 45. Now, it is also important to not crowd the potatoes. So like I said, my mini air fryer can just about hold 2. Your air fryer can likely hold 4. Just don't crowd them. And you put it in and set the timer for 60 minutes. But remember, you are going to check them after about 45. Now, you do want to check them starting at about 45 minutes. Go ahead and poke your fork into them. Ooh, I don't know if you could hear that crispy. Sounds so good. So they probably need about another 10 minutes. If yours do not easily pierce with a fork, then just go ahead and put them back in and give them another 10 minutes and check again. Okay, so I checked these after 45 minutes. They needed a little bit more, so I left them in about 8 more minutes. Just tested them, and look at these. They are perfect. Now, let me take them out of here and get them all ready to eat. Now, you guys, this is some seriously crispy skin. The inside is perfect. Let's dig in. Now, remember when I said that we are friends with people who used to own Rawhide? Well, the other tip they taught me was right when the potatoes come out of the air fryer, or Back then it was an oven. What you actually want to do, you need to make sure you cut them open quickly so they don't steam themselves inside and get gluey. What they showed me is with your fork, you want to make an X across the top of the potato. And once you perforate an X with the fork, then you pop it open. And that just lets some steam out. Now we're going to put whatever toppings you want on the inside. Open the potato up a little bit. Can you see how fluffy that is? Literally, I am just barely tapping it with my fork and it is just puffing up. It is amazing. Look at that. All right, now I like to add just a little bit more salt and pepper. Okay, actually kind of a lot of salt because potatoes can handle a lot of salt. And some fresh ground pepper. And of course, a pat of butter. Now I will often use ghee, but I happen to be out of it right now. So I'm gonna splurge on some real butter. And then I top it with a little bit of chives. Now, of course, any toppings you want would be great. Add some sour cream, add some bacon crumbles, and if you really want to get fancy, go ahead and add my Instant Pot white chicken chili to the top, and you will have a meal made for the gods. All right, guys, look at that. That is a perfectly cooked steakhouse quality air fryer baked potato. Thank you for tuning in to the Spicy Apron, and I will see you next time for food, fitness, and fun in your 50s and beyond.